Hello, my name's Alexis and today we are doing an almost full face of first impressions. Almost, but not quite a full face. If you want to see how I created this look and my first impressions on these products, as well as a later check-in to tell you how the products wore throughout the day, then just keep on watching. So the first new thing I'm going to start out with is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And I'm going to use this all over my face like I would a regular primer. So let's see what happens. It's probably going to make me look really glowy, which usually I'm not one for glow because of my skin type. I'm kind of normal oily, and I get oily throughout the day when I'm wearing makeup. So let's see what happens. Do you see how shiny I look? I look so shiny. Oh my god, I'm already so thrown off by the shininess. Okay, so just work that in really good, make sure it's all blended out. For foundation, I have a little sample of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I don't know how well this is going to work on my skin type because this is they say it's a water foundation, but I'm pretty sure like the second or third ingredient is a silicone. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know how well it's going to work with my skin type because again, I'm more normal oily rather than normal dry or dehydrated. So let's see how this works. I have this in the shade a light medium beige. I wanted light medium neutral, but ooh, I'm gonna need a tissue. As I was saying, I wanted to get the shade light medium neutral, but they didn't have that for whatever reason, so I got light medium beige instead. So I don't know if it's gonna match like undertone wise. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't have the dropper to apply drops like you're supposed to, I'm just gonna dot it on my face. And you can see I have some breakouts, some redness, some hyperpigmentation going on. So let's see how much coverage I can get out of this. So I'm gonna stipple with my Sigma F80 to get the best coverage I can. Does that match? If anything, it's a little bit too warm for me. Blends in really nice. Covered up the redness in my breakouts pretty well. So there's the foundation on. I think it actually looks pretty good. And it's glowy, but I can't tell if it's glowy because of the Becca primer or if it's the foundation. But it's definitely like super lightweight. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on. And it blended into my skin really well. It covered my redness and my breakouts here very well. Overall, looks pretty good. But now we have to see if it'll actually hold up throughout the day. So I'm just going to use my regular NYX HD concealer in the shade Light. Oh, also, I'm not quite sure if this matches. It looks better on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it looks like too warm and a little bit too deep. So if I like the way this wears, I'll have to look into another shade. Maybe if I tan a little, this will match me better, but anyways, back to what I'm doing. So regular concealer, nothing new there, and I'm going to blend it all in with my Beauty Blender Micro Mini. And I'm going to set under my eyes with the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and this is the Real Techniques setting brush. And before I set my face, I'm going to try and use one other thing. This is the BareMinerals BareSkin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer that I got in the June Sephora Play box. I was like, when did I get this? Oh, that's also where I got the Becca primer. So, oh, I have to shake this first. So I'm going to try and use this. I don't know how well it'll work, if at all, because I seem to have an issue getting it out of the actual bottle, but we're gonna try it. So I think I'm gonna use a, this is a e.l.f. small stipple brush. This is really the only brush I have for bronze, like a liquid kind of bronzer, I guess. So we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna try and put a couple dabs of this on there. Oop. Okay. Let's try and, oh my, let's Let's try and put it on. It's definitely bronzy. Okay, well that wasn't awful. I was really worried there for a second. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, it's a nice color also. It's not too orange. Yeah. Okay, so let's try and do the other side and get them to look somewhat the same. I'm not getting as much color on like down here as I am like on my cheek and on my forehead, which is fine because the sun would hit me more up here than it would down here anyways, so that's fine with me. If I really wanted to, I just almost stabbed myself in the eye. If I really wanted to, I could apply more there, but I don't really feel like I need to. Okay. Yeah, nice and bronzy. Cool beans. This side of my face always looks darker in videos because I think it's just the way the sun comes into my room. Because if I turn this way and I look into my mirror, they look the same. Like the same depth and everything. Cool. Alright, I like this. It has a smell, but I can't really describe it. I can't really describe the smell. Cool, so there we go. Nice and bronzed. My forehead looks really bronzed. Wow. Okay, so now that I have that done, I can set the rest of my face. I wanted to do that first because it is a liquid product and I didn't want to try and blend it on top of a powder because it all probably would have just stuck together and wouldn't have blended and it just would have looked really gross. So now I'll set my face with powder. And I still look pretty dewy. So this is probably going to take away some of the dew, which is fine with me. But let's see what happens. I'm using my Mercier powder again, and this is just a powder brush. Dusting that all on, nice and easy. Still dewy. Can you see that? You see it? You see the dew? Moving on to the eyebrows. I do have a new product. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder in the shade Taupe. This was in the Beautycon Summer Box, curated by Candy Johnson. I can't get the kid out of it. I got it. So, still not sure if I'm supposed to shake this. I don't think so because it's a powder. So I'm going to try and fill in my brows with this today. Tap off a lot of excess powder. And let's see what happens. Ooh. This does not go with my, with my hair. I mean, besides the fact that my hair is purple, it doesn't go with my natural hair. And the ball is just going to keep making noise as I'm applying this. I mean, you can definitely get some good, like, coverage out of it, some good color out of it. Like, it's very pigmented. Oops. But it's not the right color for me. This is much more brunette than taupe. I would not call this taupe. I would call this brunette. I'm gonna need a spoolie to blend that front part out because that looks a little crazy. Can I just wipe it with my finger? Yep. Can just wipe it with my finger. Still gonna need a spoolie. I'm trying to like take the side of the whole side and just like brush up. That way I'm not getting like weird lines. Okay, let's do the other side. Look at that brow needs to be blended. That brow looks crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm trying to fill in this side. There's like no product on this anymore, and I really don't want to have to dip it in there again. Because then my brows will really look crazy. Okay, let me... This looks ridiculous. Oh, let me try and save this. I need a spoolie. Oh This is so dark. This is not blending. I'm trying to like wipe the product out with this spoolie. This brow though, oh my god. This brow looks ridiculous. It looks worse on camera, I think. This is so dark for a taupe. This is ridiculous. Smashbox, I don't think you know your colors. Okay, IRL, they look decent. They look passable. In the camera makes them look even darker. Oh my god, this... I'm gonna have to give this a no. I can't with this product. I can't. So I'm just gonna set that with my brow gel, with the same brow gel I always use, which I'm pretty sure I'm running out of. I should probably buy a new brow gel. Just haven't done it yet. These eyebrows, oh my god, they're gonna throw off everything now. Oh my god, the eyebrows. For my eyes and for the rest of my face, I'm using the Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I bought this palette, opened it on Snapchat, and it was broken. And I was devastated because it was the last palette that they had. So I had to return it. And this was all within a span of like 3 days. I went to return it. They didn't have any more. I was devastated. I went back in the next day to buy something else. To just get another palette, and this was like hiding away in a corner. And luckily I saw it, and I opened it at the store to make sure it wasn't broken, and it wasn't. So I got it, and I'm really happy that I actually have my hands on this palette, because I know it's like selling out everywhere and it's like ridiculous, but I got it, and that's what we're gonna use today. Look at that. Look at the glory. So something cool about the way they set up, the way they set up the palette, there's going to be some glare from the mirror, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time showing this to you. You could use like each row to create a look on its own. So if you didn't want to like try and figure out what colors all go together, you could definitely create a whole look using the same row. And that's what I'm going to do today, because the lip I'm going to do is going to be pretty bold, so I don't want to go too crazy with the eyes. So I'm going to use this row right here to create my look. I'm going to try and use that row to create my look. That may not turn out that way. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take this shade right here at the top. So yeah, I lied. I'm not using this whole row, which is Natural Peaches, and use that as a transition shade. So I'm just gonna, oh wait, I didn't prime my eyes. I got so excited about the palette I forgot to prime my eyes. That, and I was so disappointed with my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna use my Lorac behind the scenes eye primer. Forgot what it was called for a minute there. And prime my eyes, and then do my eyeshadow. As I was saying, taking the shade Natural Peaches and putting that in my crease as a transition shade. Okay, real simple, real easy step there. Anybody can do it. So now I'm going to take the shade Sassy Bun. Sassy, 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 so sassy, sassy, sassy. I feel like if you don't know who Graveyard Girl is, like you don't watch her, you're not gonna understand anything that's going on right now. So I'm gonna take that shade. It's a really pretty, like coppery gold almost. And I'm gonna put that right on the lid. Just packing it on there. Look at how beautiful that looks. Oh my god. I'm dying from the beauty. So right there on the lid. Teeny tiny bit into the crease, just like barely tapping it in there. And then I'll blend it all together in a minute. And I'm just going to take a blending brush and kind of blend where Sassy Bun ends and, what is this called? Natural Peaches begin. I almost called it Sweet Peach, but that's Too-Faced. Just so it doesn't look like a stop and start, you know what I mean? This looks really orange on camera. It's not as orange, and oh, I guess it is kind of orange. A goldy orange. Next, what I'm gonna do is take the shade right next to it, this one right here, which is called Sippy. And it's a brown with almost a purpley kind of undertone with gold sparkle in it. And I'm gonna put that, and I don't do this technique a lot. I don't know why, because it works for my eye shape, but I just don't do it. I'm gonna take that and put it just right on the outer corner right here. These are so pigmented. And then blend it that way towards the inner corner. Well, I'm gonna take a clean blush. A clean blush? A clean brush and blend it, not this brush. So a little bit into the crease here, which I didn't intend to do, but I oopsed and brought it up too far, so a little bit into the crease. And blend where it meets the Sassy Bun shade. I'm also going to take that shade, and I wouldn't normally... I'm doing a lot of things I wouldn't normally do, and I wouldn't normally apply it this way, but I just want to keep it close to the lash line, which this brush is not the best for, but you know, closer to the lash line than I normally would. So just brushing it on there. I just don't want it to be so blown out like I usually do. Which I love, but just that's just not what I want to go for today. And then blend it out. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is take Big Baby, the lightest shade there, and highlight with it. It's kind of creamy. All of these shades, well, not all of these shades, they have like the tiniest hint of a purple, which is all you were looking at was my forehead, sorry. But they all have like the tiniest hint of a purple in them. It's like a creamy, maybe not a purple, maybe like a more pinky beige. Anyways, it's a really light shade, doesn't matter what color it is. And I'm just gonna use that to highlight, so I'm gonna put that right under my brow and right in the inner corner. Okay. So that's the eyeshadow done. I really like it. I love these eyeshadows that I used. Nice and pigmented. So next I'm going to take my NYX retractable liner in black. Same liner I always use, nothing new here. And I'm just going to do my tight line and my waterline. So I'm going to curl my lashes with my lash curler and apply some mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. And that is that with mascara. I love this mascara. Now usually I would say, those are the eyes done, let's move on to the face. But not today, my friends, because I have false lashes. If you're new here and you're like, why is this a big deal? I never wear false lashes. I've been doing YouTube for like 2 years now, 2.5 years, somewhere around there. I've never done a video with false lashes because I hate them. However, there's been a little voice in my head lately that's like, hey, you know what sounds like a good idea? False lashes. So I caved and I bought some. But Alexis, why did you buy so many if you don't like false lashes? I don't know if I'm gonna have to trim these. And if I screw up a pair by trimming them like way too much, I have extra pairs. That's why I bought so many. So I'm gonna apply false lashes, and I'm gonna use the Duo clear lash glue for that. Good news is I don't have to trim them. The bad news is I'm terrified. So I'm just gonna put like the tiniest amount of glue that I possibly can because I am so scared. Oops, 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 it's getting all over me. I'm making a mess. Oh, it's all over me, it's all over the lashes. The last time I wore lashes, I used to be in dance when I was in high school, and you had to wear false lashes. So the last time I wore lashes was I want to say my freshman year, 2009. That was the last time I wore false lashes for any occasion. So I'm pretty scared. That should be tacky enough, right? Sure. Let's try this. I'm gonna try and look down into my mirror. Get it right? Okay. Tuck it in. Okay. And tuck it on the inside. Okay. I did it! I did it! Oh my god, I did it! I did it! I'm so happy. Got a little bit of lash glue everywhere, but that's okay. It's clear anyways. Wow, that was a lot easy. A lot easier. Well, see, my mom used to put them on for me, so I never had to do them. But that was really easy. It takes up like my whole eye. Look at the drama. There's lash glue on the hood of my eye because I got it like all over me. Oh god. And now it's dried and it's stuck there. Oh my god. It's because I got, can you see that glue that I got right there? It transferred onto the hood of my eye. This inner lash bit won't stay down. I could have probably moved them over a little bit too. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do the other eye. Maybe it'll go this as well as this one just did. Maybe even better. Okay, got those on. I can't get over it. It's just taking up my whole eye. Is this a lash? So I think the one thing I need to work on is placement of the lashes, but we'll save that for another day. So to kind of blend all of my lashes with the falsies together, I'm just gonna press my lashes together with the falsies. Just so they blend a little bit better. Especially on this side. This side I have some wonky lashes, like natural lashes. So I'm just gonna squeeze them with my finger. There we go. I have false lashes on. Can you believe that? And with that, that's the eyes done. Hello, my eyes are so... I feel like I'm wearing eye wigs. They feel like eye wigs. And I feel like these are too dramatic for me. And these are the Demi Wispies. I don't know if I mentioned that's the style I got. I got the Demi Wispies and I feel like they're just taking over my entire eye. Anyways, that's the eyes done. We're gonna move back onto the face. So I already bronzed, so I'm not gonna use the bronzer in this. So I'm just gonna move right on to contouring, and for that I'm gonna use the same thing I always use, my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium. Whoops. So I'm just gonna do my cheekbone, just so it looks like I have a cheekbone. I don't know how long it took me to put those false eyelashes on, but it kind of felt like it took forever. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it though. Now I am going to use the blush and the highlighter from the Swamp Queen palette. The blush is called Does This Thing Really Work? Which is like one of my favorite series on Bunny's channel. And it's this shade right here. It's a really nice like purpley pink. It's a pink with a hint of a purple in it with some sparkle, which is shimma shimma. So I'm going to apply that to my cheeks. I gotta squish my brush a little to fit it in the pan. And I'm gonna, oh look at, that was so pigmented. I picked up too much product. Oh, I like this shade though, it's really pretty. I'm not really a fan of pinks on me. Pinks just never seem to look right on my skin. Sorry the light keeps changing. I use natural light in my videos, and the sun keeps going behind clouds. But anyways, I never really wear pink blushes. I just feel like they never look right on me. This is a really nice pink though. I'm really liking this shade. There we go, looking nice and rosy. Oh my god, I like that. I really like this. I might have gone like a little overboard. I'm sorry, but I really like it. So I keep looking at my eyelashes. Is that a... That's a shadow from the eyelashes. Do you see that? Anyways, sorry. Getting distracted. Highlight. The highlight shade in here is called Gator Wings, and it looks like this. It's a really pale gold, and the shimmer itself looks silvery, so let's see what it looks like on the skin. I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh, that's really pretty. Yeah, it looks more gold on the skin than silver. Can you see the glow? A little bit up around my eyebrow, right here, down. So glowy. I love this. This is really pretty. Definitely kicks up a lot of powder though. Down the nose. And I'm gonna pack it on the cupid bow. So I would say that the highlighter is a little bit glittery. Like, it's not like huge chunks of glitter, but there's definitely some other element. You can't see it on camera, but I can see it in real life. There's some other like element in there that's, I don't want to say bitty because it's not bad. Like, it's not bad texture or anything, but it is like the slightest bit glittery. So if you don't like that, keep that in mind. So that's the skin done. For the lips, I'm using the NYX Ombre Lip Duo in the shade Peaches and Cream. I've never done an ombre lip before, so we'll see what happens. So I'm supposed to line my lips with the red side first and then fill them in with the more orange side. So let's do that. Okay, so there's that. The really tiny lip liner actually made it really easy. I thought it would be kind of hard. So then I fill it in with the orange side. The shades are really bright. This lipstick is not agreeing with my lips. It makes them look really like dry and textured. Okay, so I blended it, but it's just rubbing the lipstick off. I'm not a fan of this lip product. Everything else I was so in love with, and then we got to the lips. But here's the finished look. The lips, I feel like, ruined it. The eyes, I can't get over the lashes. My brows look a lot better now that I have other makeup on. All in all, I've liked everything except for that lip color. I'm trying to get used to these lashes. This one I think I put on too far into the inner corner, but that's user error. Oh my god, but I'm so in love with everything. This foundation still looks really good. I think I'm gonna stop here and then check in with you later to see how everything wears. So let's do that. I didn't check to see what time it was. This is my knee. I didn't check to see what time it was when I finished footing on. When I finished, what am I talking about? When I finished putting on my foundation. However, according to my social media, it's been like 5 hours since I posted the pictures of, whoa, of my finished face. So let's say 5.5 hours, maybe even 6 because it's taken me forever to film this video. Update on the foundation. Still looks really good. Really, well, that's like mostly highlighter, but it's really like glowy and dewy, and it doesn't look oily. It looks pretty still. It's definitely still like shiny, but it's not like, I don't look like an oil slick. You know what I mean? The oily skin problems, you know what I mean. So I definitely want to try this out again and like keep using it to see if it continues to look this lovely, and definitely try with my Hourglass primer, but I really like how it looks. Everything held up really well. I hate this. The orange part. Just the orange part of this lipstick is bad. Just the orange part. The longer I wear it, the worse it looks. It just looks very bad. That's the only way I can describe it. Everything else that I tried today looks great. Just the lipstick part of the duo. The lip liner part was lovely. The lipstick part is the only part that I'm not digging. The lip liner part is great. So that's my update, and that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!